Chris, you've touched on this, but having been one of the clubs that so successfully had fans back, to now, whoever we're playing, to now not have that, it feels like a bit of an extra blow.
Well, it's a definite blow, but it won't affect us in terms of how we'll try and approach Barrow's game, because we know what we need to do. But in terms of a bigger picture, it's a definite blow, because it was a definite success. And I think that football is a sharing thing, and we can't share. So, yeah, it's a definite blow.
Goes back to what you said before, doesn't it? That come Saturday, Tuesday, once you cross that white line, it's about what you do on the pitch, whatever the circumstance.
Yeah, it's about what the players do. You know, you can do everything to get it sorted out, and then you can support the players, push the players, challenge the players, help the players. But the players, you know, players pick teams. Players create cultures and environments and changing rooms. My group of players, they've got good culture, good energy, good attitude to represent. You know, we're growing that as we progress. Of course we are. Relationships are being formed on and off the pitch. There's been what I've been really pleased with in terms of this recruitment. You know, players are committing to buying property, renting property, living in the area. It's less temporary, and that's the right way to be. And we've not been a football club that's been able to assist in maybe relocating in terms of payments. The players are taking that on themselves, so you know, well done them. But yeah, it's got to be worth something, and the worth we only ever get valued off, no matter how well you've done or not well you've done. Because often, as a manager, you manage very well, and you can possibly not get a win. You're not very good. And you can do nothing all week and win, and you're the best thing since sliced bread. It's just the way it's valued. So we know our value. Our stock market's 3 points. So we've got to make sure that we prepare to go and look after the one we've got and go on and turn it into 3. And the players know that.
And the players must be as frustrated as you are that the results haven't really reflected the performances, which is the key thing, like you say, is the result.
Yeah, but you know, I'm not frustration. I'd be frustrated if we weren't having any traits that represent positives. I'd be really frustrated. I think because we haven't had them scenarios. I've obviously, John mentioned it, that ifs, buts and maybes, but you should really be like, I think he said it on Saturday as well, maybe 5, 6, maybe 7 points, maybe, who knows. But it isn't, it's 3. And 3's more than none, but of course you want more. I think that the way we've created chances, we should have more points, but we haven't. So we have to manage that moment and make sure we do get them.
And for Barrow, derby game or not, they are back in the Football League after such a long absence. They'll be looking for that first win, whoever they play.
Yeah, whoever they play. And they're playing us on Saturday. And we'll be lucky for our second home win, whoever we play. But we're playing Barrow.
You answered this before, but does the fact that it's a derby add an edge in that dressing room for both sets of players?
Yeah, I think it will do. I think it would be massive if supporters were here, but they're not. But they do understand that it is a derby. You know, I've made sure even our mate from France, Jimmy, knows it's a derby. And but it's another game, isn't it? So we've got to make sure that we do what we do in it. And I keep saying, and you'd never get everything on your terms, and we adjust. But it'd be nice to get out there and get out in front and enjoy a good afternoon. But Barrow aren't just going to let that happen.
And you've mentioned their new manager. You know him well. He wants their team to play football, so it should be a good game to watch.
Well, it should be, but you know, there's been different derbies that often aren't. But you never know, do you? You never know how these things go. I mean, look at last weekend's results. Would you have said Man City would have got beat that much? You know, would you have said West Ham would beat Wolves 4-0? You wouldn't, would you? Well, I wouldn't, but they did. So things happen, but of course, you know, we've got to make sure that we're doing what we're trying to achieve.
And just finally, there will be over 100 fans here on Saturday, albeit in cardboard cutout form. What a fantastic turnaround in just a few days to get that number. It just shows that out there's fans who just desperately want to be here, and if it's going to be in cardboard form, that's what it'll be.
I know, but you drawing faces on them cardboards and that, Andy, you know, the supporters paying for that. I hope they get to see them pictures. But no, I think it's really good on a serious note. And I seen Aaron and Nick on the bank, Amy had them on the bank the other day in training to take pictures, obviously to promote the situation. And I started talking to one of them, like, they're really good. They're very lifelike, aren't they?
Brilliant.